Okay, here we go. So I am going to try my first hand at my first YouTube video. Excuse the poor quality. I just wanted to give this a test wear as it was. I had a lot of help from YouTube guy out there who had done the same idea in his shop for floor heat. So basically, I just want to go a quick run through this system as he did. Things I did a little differently, but mostly I copied his what he did and made a lot of mistakes along the way, but live and learn. So, okay, basically I have my heat pump, copied his pattern of this is your going from your in, so it's pushing down, the flow is going down and into the bottom of the tank, and then it's going up and then to the heat. It heats up in there, obviously, in the little hot water tank, and shoots that into the floor. So basically, yeah, I copied his idea of having a valve there, put the insulation on, pressure gauge. Yeah, I know it's not up to pressure right now. I've just been goofing around with it a little bit. So there's your air separator and your bleed off or whatever that is. And I have no idea, I'm not a plumber, but I am too damn cheap to afford a plumber, excuse my language. And some shut-off valves going into the floor. So went to Heat Innovations, bought a pump there. Thought this would be a cheap project. It never turns cheap. I'm a Mennonite, so I like to save money. And this time, it really didn't save a whole lot of money. Probably should have hired a plumber, but in the end, you get the satisfaction of doing it yourself, learning something. The biggest thing for me was learning the electric panel stuff, relearning it. So that was a challenge, getting the hot water tank to work properly. I had it wired up to 120, 240 is a bit different cookie altogether. Playing with that stuff is not really the safest thing you can do, but it's kind of interesting. So did it, got the circuit breaker working finally, and it works good now. And as you can see, the temperature is set at 16. It's a little bit above that. I have the pump set into this, Ink Bird, whatever. I bought it for the greenhouse, but it works in here, and it shuts off the pump when it needs to. And instead of trying to always shut down the hot water tank, start it back up, reheat the fluid, and control it through basically what I had was this. This was in our house before. It's Johnson Control A419. I Googled this, and it was a nightmare to figure out. Like I said, and you go in here, and I don't have a screwdriver, but maybe I have a wrench here that can open this. Now, long story short, in this box, there's a whole bunch of relays, fuses. I have no idea what I was doing with them. Probably blew something in the process. So I said, forget it. This is much easier. I just ran this thing, and it's also Wi-Fi enabled, so I can, if I'm so choose, I can be lazy and shut the pump off from the house if I wanted to. But I'm not that lazy. I am lazy, but not that lazy. So, yeah. So I just want to say thank you to that guy. I forget his name now, but I wouldn't have been able to do too much of this without his YouTube video. So yeah, once again, pump. I had a whole bunch of valves here, a shut-off valve, but I had to get rid of that because that was all leaking. And now it's finally not leaking. Too many joints is never a good thing. I found that out. So the less increasing you can do, the better. That is, I guess, obviously plumbing 101 stuff, but like I said, this was a first time for me. So yeah, coming from the floor, goes into here, down, up, through, and so it goes. All right, thanks for watching.